Floyd Money Mayweather is coming out of retirement. Can't say I like it, y'all, but I understand it. A lot of people trying to figure out why he's coming out of retirement. When I first heard it, that he was going to come out of retirement after his exhibition with Iron Mike Tyson, first thing that came to mind was a rematch with Manny Pacquiao. So that didn't shock me at all. The real question here, is he just coming out for that fight, or does he have future plans? Now, he's 48. That's tough. But for Floyd, not to say he's wouldn't have lost something in that time, but I think we might overestimate how much because of his conditioning. The real question is, why would he come out of retirement? And a lot of people are saying he needs the money. And that's sad to hear if that's the case. I refuse to believe that he is flat broke. Obviously, Money Mayweather made so much money. He likes to spend lavishly. We know that. And so maybe he can't quite spend like he wants to spend, and he could use a little extra money. We know he's suing, I believe, Showtime for money he feels like he's owed. But again, I don't know if it's just the money, because money got money. And I think part of it could be, and I think a big part of it, he's bored. And he's got the itch. We can't overstate. A lot of big-time fighters have had that itch and just couldn't shake it. Can't walk away from the game, want to go out on his shield. Now, I don't think Mayweather want to go out on his shield, but he might got that itch still and feel like he can still do it at a high level. Also, he's a huge competitor. So seeing people start to compare a guy like Terrence Bud Crawford to him, where people are saying Bud is the GOAT now, or at least the GOAT of his era. And when people are talking about who would win, Bud in his prime or Floyd in his prime, there's some actual questions on it. With a guy who is recent, we ain't talking about guys from the past that Floyd already feel like he's better than. He done said he's better than Ali, and he's the best to ever do it in Floyd's opinion. But now this guy Bud is a real question right now. And I don't think that Floyd's going to get in the ring with Bud. Neither do I think Bud would even want to get in the ring with him. Not because Bud would be scared to fight him or something. Of course not. But that's a guy he's looked up to. There's no really win in that situation if he were to fight, even though it's big money. But Bud say he didn't do it just for the money. And for Bud to fight Floyd, let's say he beats Floyd. People just going to say he beat an old man. Let's be honest. There's no upside there. Now, for Floyd, he has been strategic. I think that his entire career has been about strategy. Now, when he was doing his thing before he was Money Mayweather, back then, he was giving dudes work, putting in work, and he was taking bigger challenges than some would say once he switched his moniker to, instead of Pretty Boy Floyd, being Money Mayweather. And that was strategic on his part, and I get that too. And he showed how to make a lot of money. So I think part of his journey and coming back, he's not going to break script from that. He's going to be strategic. And he watched Manny Pacquiao fight against Mario Barrios, a fight Manny probably should have got the nod on. And even so, that showed Manny still got a little bit in the tank, right, against a champion. And Floyd probably also saw chinks in the armor. Remember, Floyd is a guy that's in shape. He don't drink, don't smoke. Any athlete that can be in Las Vegas on All-Star weekend or any big weekend in Vegas And at night, when everybody partying, find time to go for a jog or a run. Don't drink, don't smoke, stay in the gym. He's disciplined. And he's been staying active with his exhibition fights. And when you watch him, he's training in the gym, training fighters, staying trained himself. So I'm sure Floyd, he hasn't been boxing professionally. You can't necessarily substitute that in the ring, but it's not like a guy that's just been laid off this whole time and just getting in there from scratch. Floyd, he's going to be ready. He don't do anything haphazardly. So I expect the same results as before. Him outwitting, outboxing Manny Pacquiao because he's a better boxer than him. Think it would have been the same if they had fought when we all wanted to fight 5 years earlier than the first fight. Same thing. I think Pretty Boy Floyd would have beat Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. I just think Floyd's a better boxer. They gonna make some bread though. I can't knock the hustle. The question is, after that, would Floyd then consider maybe a couple fights in 2027 against some people who he could just add to his resume, pick up a little extra money? Would he get in the ring with a Canelo? Canelo fans out there probably, watering at the mouth like, please get in there with Canelo so he can knock you out. But Canelo, we've seen a little bit of slippage. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, while Mayweather had been out, maybe. But now, I'm not 100% sure. Be interesting to see if he could get in the ring with Canelo and outwit him too. He might be able to, because I still don't think any of those guys, whether it's Canelo or Pacquiao, are going to land that big shot that people might want to see. Floyd's too smart. IQ too high. And I think his speed is underestimated even at 48. So will we watch the fight is the question. Some people are going to say they ain't watching this fight. Me, I'm going to watch it because it's Floyd Money Mayweather and it's a professional fight and it's on even playing field with him and Manny. They both older guys. So let's see what the old guys can do. A little skeptical about paying $99.99 for it, which is probably what Floyd going to try to break the bank and might charge us more. So that'll be a thing. People going to be trying to stream that thing tough. But I think folks are going to watch it. I think he knows it because people want to see him lose. And again, he ain't going to lose. That's my take on it. Welcome back, Floyd. I really, really hope you don't get hurt, though. That's my one caveat. It's hard, y'all. Pay attention. Respect guys like Andre Ward, what Bud's doing right now, even when he said he'd turn down the money if he continues to turn down a big payday. It's not easy doing that. Roy Jones Jr., he kept boxing for a long time. Guys get back in the ring. Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Bernard Hopkins, like Muhammad Ali. Guys get back in that ring when they probably should have just stepped away. Floyd adds his name to that list. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you looking for. J Heat Sports Media. And I'm coming at y'all with that fire as always. Y'all know where to find me. It's time to subscribe. Catch me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.